Until next time, traveler, remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border check.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low.
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Why is this job so hard?
There's still a long road ahead.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested, and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What?
I just wanted to see what you'd say.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So...
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, they're...
Sheesh.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as the word suggests, Outlander, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got it. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you, but as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle!
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of, so when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the international...
So it's a trade association built...
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests. The essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlander.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter.
Aha.
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer's better.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it could be done. However, connections come at a high price.
Not you.
No. In this instant, in fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have...
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the international... Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for... Why in the world can't I use my permit?
Should I close early? It's not like I'm gonna make customers.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been having some difficulty.
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Mare.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, but then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock.
Isn't that what they call 'em?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. We've tried communicating with but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Carice is the head of the...
Right.
Okay. Well, we could
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no...
What?
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association, and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district.
Got it! We're on the case!
Time to go.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn bit. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean.
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Kurisu and his associates, they're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea.
That was quick. You resolved it all.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the international trade.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that ended up stranded. The International Trade Association was initially very generous.
So he left the association and turned his
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still...
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Any outlanders are having trouble, feel free to visit the International Trade Association.
I follow the wind.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't... The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it... Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go... So... Huh? What is this?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. My poor heart can't take it. You mean, the folks from the internet? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night. I've run into folks from the associate. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from...
Well, no one's stopping you.
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. So, I caved. Those people... Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't...
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to... So come on, get it off your chest.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to...
It's plain evil, guy.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is evidence. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always had... As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago.
Really? Well then...
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Should I close her should I carry customers?
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Ah, Ryoko.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
No, who else?
Too close! That's too close! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch
What could he be doing at a
It looked like he buried something. Whoa, it's boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell
I'll...
Huh? You are...
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the...
Huh. Poor Werner's a...
But we really don't have anything left.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuse. And who are you?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled...
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindled!
Well, you see...
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems...
So you think you can use this against me, do you?
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige.
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself...
Well, even if what you say is true...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine.
And not even an ounce of shame for his action.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal.
I'm sick of being...
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone...
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pocket.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You outland. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute.
Uh-oh. This is...
Gentlemen, come now.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my...
Ha! You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the... Shh. Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro...
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan. The Shirasagi Himegi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this.
But, Chief!
Enough!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. He's the one who found a way. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Toma? What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else. Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity. So, the Yashiro Commission. Yes.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the...
Seems like she must be
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified. Her fame even somewhat... I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situations, you're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark. Firstly, you should know that being a... I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island. And I got to know Captain Beto during...
Still pretty good going.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from... So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great... And that is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the...
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, navigating powerful people, using their character... With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading. Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait, so did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight... Well, guess we should...
Stop there!
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kind of...
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as...
Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the con? Guess it can't hurt to try. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespass.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be...
Wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you...
My sincere apology.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we went...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
So what you're saying is, we really...
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex...
Exactly!
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel.
Whoa, you heard... Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. You must know the Genshin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So...
Yes, bring me 300 Genshin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you could...
That sounds much more...
709 letters to be
Hey, what gives?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
I can't believe I got assigned this task.
Yahoo!
Halt, you two!
Huh? What are we...
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick! Let Paimon see! So this means she wants you to... But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on? Huh? Have you been up to something big? Let's ask her.
You finally arrived. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments. And at last we have...
Is it Paimon or does something...
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is... Well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter.
No, you misunderstand me. Please, I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamaji of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass. Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise. To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was...
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman They seem to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun. We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens... Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this...
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety?
Boy!
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the...
Yes, but that's not the problem.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard her.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it!
Yourself.
Take this!
The wrong test subject.
Let's get down to business. Adorn my night!
Let's play. Think you can get away?
How's this? Monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack.
Protect Lady Hiraki at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
Watch out! More monsters inbound!
Lady Hiraki, stay close.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Light blade! Clouds high. The birds call! Lightning flash! Wind strider!
Think you can get away?
Let's light it up! Yeah. Get out of here! Off we go! I'm going in!
Lightning flash! As one with wind and cloud!
Let's light it up!
Here we go.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel...
My lady?
So that's how it is.
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji?
I'm not afraid to say that he's...
The one...
Shinojo, did you honestly...
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course.
But what will happen?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food or something to that effect.
Huh. Paimon never
I wish you a safe journey.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
We're finally on our own way again. I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House!
Here! My lucky day!
Wind strider!
You know a thing or two.
Time for takeoff.
My
How
blade!
rude!
Say no more!
Ow!
Adventure! More!
Clouds high. The birds call! Wind strider!
Here!
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
There's more!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
My blade! To the very... Finally.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
Let's play!
Time to go.
Yahoo! Think you can get away?
Lightning flash! Time to go. Wind Strider. Lightning flash! Time to go. into the wind. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
According to the letter...
Sorry, we don't serve the general public.
Wait!
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck...
Are our clothes really so... oh!
The Yashiro Commission's seal. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House.
Well, that sounds more like it. Well, now that we're here, where's... Paimon doesn't seem any...
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that dog talking to...
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
Alright. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you, so I came up with this little fun greeting for when you... But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier. Though, it helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the... Naturally, this is due to your... A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... So you've heard... His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the... But before that, there is one other...
Oh?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it.
The books were more interesting in the past.
Time to go.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably... Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt degree are put into this statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for vision, and this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is...
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day.
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then...
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, that is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Sure.
I follow the wind.
Let's light it up!
Lightning flash! Take this!
Here we go!
Time to go. Wind Strider. Time to go. Time to go.
The insolent shall be punished. Transgressions! Let's play! Yeah! Yahoo! The insolent shall be punished. Where are you?
Time to go.
Everybody stand back!
Here we go. Time for takeoff.
Let's light it up!
As one with wind and cloud!
Yeah! Blink! Why do they never miss? Over here. Adventure time! I'm going in! Ow!
Take this! Time to go. Wind Strider. Take this!
The insolent shall be punished. Yahoo! Huh?
Time to go. Time to go.
If there's anything you wish for.
I'm sure the Kamisato
Time to go.
plan will be fine.
Let's investigate this further.
Brace yourselves.
Time to go.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep Oh,
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission.
Makes sense.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion. Especially following such a long... I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, at present in Inazuma. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, a commission's power rises... Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh...
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun, on one condition.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to three whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree.
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return. Then you have my gratitude.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Follow the wind. Time to go.
Let me try again. By the protection of the Electro Archon, may the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
One with nature. Into the wind. Follow the wind. Time to go.
Just what will we come across the...
Lightning flash! Bellowing thunder! Fallen leaves, adorn my night! The wind knows me. Take this!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Here we go! Let's play!
Wind strike!
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Time to go. Into the wind. Yeah. Follow the wind. Some in-the-field research? Time to go. It's fine.
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of...
Precisely. It's much. The children are desperate.
That must be the guy Ayaka told.
Ah, you must also... Tejima, keeping out the tread. But now, we will go...
If you want my it's clear that I can't claim. Truth be told,
Seems like he... You must be Tejima. So what's...
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay true. But that... And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? I don't have answers to those questions, because in the past, I knew I wanted to
Okay. Well, in that case... But if you can... Oh! Maybe if you just try a little...
Oh, that reminds me.
I keep a diary? If you...
Oh, yes! Yes, you do! And what's more, I remember you saying at the...
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find...
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary.
Time to go.
This looks like Tejima... Let's see... Today, the village... Today, I went kite flying. Seems like... Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. Now that's the kind of info we're...
Time to go.
So this is the... interesting. Look, but anyway, if he...
One day, I'll be as great as...
Here we are! The soil looks like it's been... Must be something... It looks like... Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is it? Huh. So, but he's been here for... Well, let's go get...
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess But still. It's clear that I was waiting for someone here. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. And how could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love, regret, No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things... It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think... maybe not. If this is something Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her? When I think about it like that, how curious. Why am I... I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing... okay. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Tom. That certainly explains... At least we were able to... What? According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai.
Don't worry.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining... But why would they take action? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold
The entire clan is counting on that food! How many times do I have to say it? I don't know any...
You dare deceive us? Those
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you?
What? We heard the commotion.
I see. You seem to have come just... This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and in the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without...
No one seems to care about us. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would... Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
I
Never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to black. My own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the vision.
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. And it's not just that.
Does it have to do with the missing?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was to top it all off, if you don't believe me.
Huh. He see, but we better confirm. We should be able to follow.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods.
You haven't. Today's just the beginning.
You demand, but
These seem like the treasure hoarders.
Time to go.
Another test.
Burst forth.
Let's play.
Oh, there goes all the more. Come on, boss. Think.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see in?
Food supplies. You kidding? I didn't want anyone else to see it, but now that you've
got a deal.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, and they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general. We better talk to this. As for you,
So, we redeemed our...
Shut it. Let's just get out of
here. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps they're... so you're friends of
Whoa! How did Kurosawa end up...
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regular. However, the price of...
So that's how he would... But why did he have...
Well, if you think about it, Kurosawa thought, so he deemed it necessary.
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of... if you ask, of course, I'm sure. As for what, if you're still curious, why don't you go at... I see. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on...
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? I've asked him about its origins. He told me that, in hindsight, Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but...
but we didn't buy anything!
Don't worry, I won't charge much.
At least we now know where the Let's go talk to Kurosawa.
Time to go.
What are you doing here all by yourself?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarder?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all—
Strange. Is that really the kind of— I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was this sword. I remember one. What did he say? It would seem that all I can remember and—
Hey! If you look carefully, can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words taking on seem— But what use of virtue? The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help. And the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to—
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, in any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah. Fortunately for us, let's go find the next porcelain.
Time to go.
The third person who had their vision taken, Hyman heard that this is his dojo.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the—
It's just because he's been possessed. That's all.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is— Don't make me draw my blade.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to,
Disciple?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came. But then we got here and overheard you talk.
From the Please, accept my apology. You haven't arrived at the best of time. I see you are earning— Sensei's name is Domon. Though self-taught, he once said that his goal was to become— And so, even while— But then—
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He says the strangest things over and over. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think— But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over—
The Grand Narukami?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. Not that we'd have any means of involvement. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just— The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more—
So, losing your vision can cause possession.
Shh. So you just now, when Nanako was attending to him, when she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. All the while he kept calling— One of them was Anzai. Since they wouldn't stop calling, the ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he...
Huh? Who's that sneaky? We won't let them get away. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
The wind knows me.
Brace yourself.
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious.
How? Are you sure you're... Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing sneaking up?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am...
His senior?
Anzai. Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same... I had begun training 5 practitioners of Make Yoshi Sui art, seek to achieve... But Domon was different. Sensei scolded him and told him I thought so too at the time. But only then did I realize that it was Domon who had... He was consumed by his singular...
Sure sounds like he meant...
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sense. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, later, I heard... After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respect... So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them. I decided to quietly come and see. So you see, I came here not to cause... Okay, you've heard my story. You should get...
Seems like we got... Still, Paimon...
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how...
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, but spirits may take, and all is certainly...
Lady Yae?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Correct. Lady, I am unable to say for...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but...
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami... I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine.
Who'd have thought Lady Yae herself would have taken note?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned?
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yae, the head shrine maiden. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet her...
Sure! Who knows? Maybe we'll... Do you think that's Lady Yae? Oh, no wonder Junya was so... Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing.
Keep away.
I gave up the art of the sword. Please.
As you can see, Lady Yai. For some time.
Lady Yai, it must. This is nothing like him at all.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any.
But then does that mean he.
Yes. This is a change. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into... As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be...